Hey, good morning, gang. Hi, Abby. How's
Hey
this?
everyone.
Hi. Are we going to give it a minute or two to see as people come in?
Yeah, let's give everyone time to get settled. If you are stateside, get your coffees ready. If you are more European side, hello, welcome.
Yeah.
You might be onto the cup of tea or the hot chocolate. And if you're right over in India, definitely the hot chocolates, maybe a beer. Feel free to grab one of those before we get started.
Abby, I'm surprised I can't see that red wine that you usually have next to you. That's,
Now we've got the tea today, so we're sporting the old Mandalorian going on here today. Bit of
Grogu.
Mandalorian, yeah, Grogu, Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Bit of a fan. Sorry,
He's
showing the
almost
geek side of me.
he's almost as cute as I am.
Yeah, we everybody loves a bit of Grogu. There you
Yeah,
go. I'm a
absolutely.
Grogu fan,
Yeah, so am I. He was lovely.
and then it's definitely all over my office. Stressing when you get to that stress meeting, he
Yeah,
helps me out. There you go. So
good. All right. I think we sort of there's still people trickling in, but I don't know, maybe.
yeah, well, we did this last time. I'm going to do it again. Everyone, feel free in the chat. Tell us which country you are dialing in from to watch today's session. That would be awesome. We can give a shout out to some countries as we get started. Yay, Carrie, Washington State. Happy days. So there we go. Got to start for 10. Drop in which country or which state you're in. Where you coming from? Give us a shout. So, welcome those who are on day 3 of the Winter Techcast. You are welcome back. Those who are just joining us for ML, welcome to our Techcast days. So, this is the winter series. Myself and Roger will be your hosts today. We're going to be doing all things machine learning. Yeah, welcome. We've got Texas, Norway, Minnesota, Norway, Maryland, nice, India.
It's nice to see some of
Nice.
our previous TechCast presenters joining as well. There's UK, Philip was on. So, yeah, nice.
Yeah, yep. Today's TechCast is sponsored by UiPath. We're going to have a chat with them later on how their product and machine learning go together. So I'm going to put them on the spot a little bit and see how well he gets on. But Kyle will have some fun with UiPath later on.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely, I think in a competition, he'd probably outtalk both you and me, Abby. He's got the gift of the.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
That's definitely where one for the coffee break then.
And
Those who have missed it, Tuesday was Analytics Plus. Don't panic though, we have recorded it and it will be on our YouTube channel. We'll give you details on how to get that shortly. But you missed the wonderful Dan Blamis, Philip Leon, Roger, and Steve. They all filled in on the Analytics Plus day. So there's their titles. So if you want a quick screen grab in case you want to go back to those, they did Analytics Plus day. Yesterday was Spatial and Location Intelligence Day. Massive lineup for this one, lots of presenters. Again, if you missed that yesterday, don't panic. It will be on our YouTube channel and you
yeah,
can catch up.
tribe mentality when it comes to spatial and location. I think
Honestly, they just bring everyone out of the woodwork. They all appear for Spatial and Location Days. It's great.
you feel like part of the family when you do that. I actually had the pleasure of hosting them last year at the last TechCast set days, and I felt like I had a new family for a day. So,
I usually tune in for that one and keep quiet in the background. I'm still learning the old Spatial and Location, but yeah, some great
yeah,
speakers. So if you did miss that and you are trying to get into the spatial location space, 100% check out our YouTube area and you'll be able to catch up on those ones.
yeah.
Yeah, Roger, why don't you introduce who we are?
Yeah. So, really, we are, if you like, in fact, Abby and I specifically are involved on a sort of a subset of the ANDOUC board, and we are specifically interested in TechCast and TechCast days. We love to get abstracts from folk. Sorry, just turn off my phone in the background. We're looking for abstracts to do with Oracle technologies in one of the 3 categories. whether we're talking about analytics plus spatial location or ML. And we are looking for the clever things that you might do with the technology that we can obviously bring you in and have you tell us and teach us about how you are applying Oracle technologies to your business problems. I think in terms of some of the other things that we're just going to do some housekeeping. There's a lot of we've got a lot of useful information. This will be these links are going to be posted in the chat as well as on Slack, and we'll be just highlighting Slack probably later on in this. But we've got our own YouTube channel. We've got our own area and website specifically for the Techcast. We also, as UiPath, just to mention, this is I'm going slightly off piste here, but UiPath are an example of a sponsorship company. They get to have their name in lights for the Techcast days. There are other ways of sponsoring ANDOUC that could raise awareness and bring bring you more customers and more awareness in the marketplace. So please do go and look at the sponsorship page on the ANDOUC website as well. So today's lineup, we've got, and have I jumped a slide or two? Maybe I have.
No, there we go. We're fine. We're good.
Okay.
If you want that one, that's probably an easier one for people to read.
Yeah. So we obviously the lineup today. This is the last of the 3 days, and we've got Ambili joining us shortly. And I won't go into more than that. I won't steal the thunder. Abby's going to be introducing her as she's presenting with her. So machine learning for prediction, the no-code way. I'm looking forward to that because I'm a monkey with code. And then at 12, we've got Giga, who's a colleague of mine, joining us to talk about business users and ML, machine learning in Oracle Analytics. And then what's new in Oracle machine learning, we'll get a dump from Mark Hornick at 1. And then we'll look to round off the day with Abby and I sort of closing out any last comments and things that might arise during the day. So that's really the space of it. There's a few housekeeping issues, which are, I think it's the next slide. Please use the Q&A button at the bottom of your screens to actually add any questions. Unfortunately, as much as I do look at the chat from time to time, I'll be specifically looking at Q&A for questions. All of the links that are in the decks will be put into Slack and into chat. And please do consider joining our Slack workspace. Again, the joining for the joining sort of link for that will be put into chat by our facilitators. And yeah, just a quick shout out to Carrie and Peter for assisting us and facilitating this and making it all go so smoothly. So there's lots of ways of communicating with us, I think with that, I'm going to hand over to you, Abby. Maybe we
sure. Yeah, so that's just the last way to connect. As Roger says, he'll be monitoring the Q&A. I'm actually going to be jumping over to Slack, so if anyone wants to join me in the Slack world as well while Amberly's presenting and has any questions, I'll be in there answering questions too. But shout out to everyone who's joined us from around the world. I'm seeing some amazing countries, so we'll make sure we get hellos into Slack as well from around the world. So, Amberly, you're up. Nice to have you here, all the way from India. Amazing fact she just told us is that her name actually means moon, which is great. And I know for a fact that she's actually coming to the UK in a few weeks' time. So she is busy packing and preparing to come to the UK. So great to have you coming to the UK and joining us in the ML community over here. But I know it's quite late there, so it's great to have you with us and fantastic you can do this session. So without further ado, I'm going to stop sharing and hand over to yourself. Just make sure that all transitions across to you.
Thank you, Abby. So thank you for the wonderful introduction. I'm going to share my screen if you can confirm if it is visible.
Yeah, that's there, and I will turn my video off and shout if you need anything.
Sure, thank you. So, hello everyone from all the corners of the world. I could see all sorts of countries being listed in the chat just now. So looking forward to a wonderful session, and I can see almost hitting 100 participants. It's really exciting. So I have a very interesting topic which I'm just waiting to start with sharing with you all. The good news.
And Billy, it looks like our bandwidth is going wrong. Can you want to shut off your camera?
Can
Try
you turn off your camera, Billy?
Is going to talk about the capabilities and the functions.
And Billy, it's Roger. Could we bother you to turn off your camera if you can hear me? Oops.
Oops, did we lose her?
Yep.
Yeah, that looks like that's gone.
So have you got her deck up? Abby, you can talk.
So those who have just joined us, we were joking about this literally about 30 seconds ago, that this might happen today. And we are hoping that Carrie and Peter have a backup copy and we will start trying to go through the slides. And if that doesn't work, then we will go somewhere else.
Yeah. Well,
unfortunately, yeah. Abby, I don't have her slide deck. Unfortunately, I still have not received it.
We could. I see Giga is on. We could dive across to his deck if we. But I'll tell you what. Why don't we do this? Why don't we do one of the polls in the meantime? Give her some time if she can recover, and then if she can't,
absolutely.
Giga, I know you're on mute, but I wondered would you be just prepared to jump in earlier?
Yeah, it's not a different 1 hour, isn't it? So yes, I can.
Okay, thank you. So we'll run a poll first, and see if Billy is able to get back on, and if we can't, if we don't hear from her by then, we can move on to yours.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you, Roger. So as you see, you are logged into the analytics user data Techcast, and one thing that we want to get feedback from you is what activities would you like this group, so us, the user community, to provide for you? Is it in-person summit, a hybrid summit, more virtual Techcast days, hands-on labs, newsletters, discussion groups, or hackathon contests? So what would you like to see? So if you can all just fill in that poll, that would be really good. I can see Amberly's screen is back, so she looks like she's trying to come back online, which is amazing.
Just when I started.
Yeah, we had just joked about it, hadn't we? Amberly, I think, yeah, your camera I think is too much bandwidth for you, but your voice is clear now. So we thought we'd just take a diversion and give you some chance to get back on and do this poll. We just wait another sort of 20 seconds for people to put their answers in, and then we'll show the results of it. We'll just do the one poll now, and then we'll carry on with your presentation.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm ready whenever.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you very much. So Peter, if you could end our poll, that would be amazing.
That poll.
That's great. Cool. And looks like more Techcast days and hands-on labs. Okay. Good to know, community. Good to know. We will definitely get onto that for you.